Okay, welcome to part 4 of the LOTRO Marathon. Druid's Fire was just bragging that she gave me homework, and that is true. She gave me homework. She just sent me a screenshot of the Kirith above the gates of Moria there, and I just outsourced it. So yeah, there we go. There's my response. Okay, yep. I've outsourced my homework, and I'll let you know if I hear back. Of course, you know what I did with that image, right? Obviously, I sent it to Chad. So we'll see if Chad gets back to me tonight. Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. We are. Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry, just doing one quick thing here before I get back going again. All right. Very good. I am excited for the rest of the story. We will see. Remember, I was saying that my goal, my minimum goal for game progress here today during the marathon was to get through this interlude, get through the Battle of Bazar story, which has been great. I am so loving what I have seen so far from that. All right. So just a quick reminder that this webathon, of course, is associated with our fall fundraising campaign for Signum University. I would like to invite you to make a tax-deductible donation to Signum University at signumuniversity.org/donate. All right. Cool. I think I am ready to go. I am, in fact, ready to go. Great. Let's begin with another giveaway. Let's do another space token giveaway. Why not? Let's do another space token giveaway. So we're going to give away a token to our space program. It's going to be awesome. You know, it would be a great space module. A module on a module giving an overview of LOTRO's adaptation of Tolkien. That would be a great space module. You couldn't cover everything, obviously, but it would be a really good module. And if a lot of people were into it, you could do a series, of course. So yes, type in the word token to give you your. And Druid's Fire, I'm now understanding, by the way. So for today, when we were using Moobot for the giveaways on Thursday night, I couldn't see the winners. And the reason I couldn't see the winners is that because I was using the multi-chat, the Restream chat that brings together the chats from all of the different channels. And it doesn't bring the announcements through, just the chats. And the winners are announced in the announcements. So I couldn't see them. That's why I've approached it differently this time. All right, cool. Let's dig in. Tales of Yore. Let's do it. Ooh, just no foreplay. Just straight in to the instance there. I kind of expected a dialogue box there. Kind of love the sepia tone thing. That's really fun. Sorry, I'm just laughing because, like, whenever you see a dwarf from a distance, it's sometimes hard to tell which direction he's facing. Are you seeing his hair hanging down, or are you seeing his beard hanging down? Right? I wasn't quite sure there, but of course it's his face. All right. This is, Hermath Stormhammer, of course, our new narrator, the grandfather of Hersedge. And where are we? I still don't know. Oh, I'm down here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're starting from the very beginning. Love it. Okay, Hermath, probably. Hermath. No voice? Okay, I am hearing the music, so okay. All right. By the winter of Third Age 2799, King Thrain and his great reckoning host, love that, the Habanaka, had made camp at Amdan, the ancient threshold of the kingdom of Khazad-dûm. It had been a long journey, for they had made a wide march around Lorien and come up from the south, treading the old stones of the Great Way. All through Amdan, dwarves of the Seven Houses grew restless. I, like all of the Iron Folk, were camped near to the House of Thrain. Although few of us knew it at the time, it was to be the eve of battle. Chapter 1. The Eve of Battle. In the distance, you see the Habanaka of Thrain encamped at Amdan. Okay. Yes, I do. When is this? As you sift through the first few pages of Hermath Stormhammer's account of the Sixth War of the Dwarves and Orcs, you notice the author has written a foreword. Yeah. Why would I start with chapter 1 when I could start with the foreword? Is he still up there? Hey, you still? Oh, good, you are. Forward, please. Lay it on thick. It was at the behest of Dain, my dear friend and king under the mountain, that I embarked upon writing a complete account of the Sixth War of the Dwarves and Orcs. For too long Durin's folk had endured hardship after hardship, and it did not seem proper to dwell on such a sorrowful chapter in our history. Where my own memory and experiences did not serve the tale, I enlisted the accounts of others, chief among them the sons of Fundin and Groen, and by his own request King Dain. For this they have my truest gratitude. As a final note, I have labored to construct this tale that the reader might see it through mine own eyes. If I should interject on occasion, it is only to make clear certain details or include aspects of the tale learned long after the war's end. Love it. So we're going to get some asynchronous commentary? Sounds like a plan. Beneath the foreword, you notice a dedication. For Durin. Okay. Great. Tales of... Hang on a second. I want... No, not that. I want to... Show me the deed. Tales of Other Nobles are... Learn of quests completed long ago. Okay. 1 out of 10, huh? Okay. So what is it, like 9 chapters or something? Okay. Huh. Sorry, I was looking at what the rep item was. Orc bones? All right, here we go. Chapter 1. Find and rally with the Iron Folk in Amdan. Hey. Wait a second. I just noticed that we transitioned out of sepia tone. That I totally... Because of the lighting up here, which looks almost... I didn't even notice when we transitioned out of sepia tone. But now we totally are. That's so cool. Okay. Oh yeah, I was looking at the map. We got Khaled Zaram, Durin Stone, which I totally thought said Durin Scone. Just, I mean, Phil's left, but, you know. Anyway, right, there's the Kibel Nala, Labam Gairu, Khazad-dûm, Zerek Zigil, Barazinbar, Bundu Shathur, up there, Atrad Zarach. Okay. Excellent. Okay, here too, I'm sticking to the main quest. If there are side quests, I'm going to painfully relinquish them and leave them for Grifflet. I'm done. The threshold. Hey guys, hang on a second. Let me just grab this milestone real quick, just in case it's useful. Ah, I was wondering what the picture would be. It's the Moria picture. Okay, okay. Yeah, so hey Cassidy, we are actually we're doing a drawing not for LOTRO points, but for a space token. As you walk among the Iron Folk, you catch sight of your friend Dan. Hey Dan. We are characters in the story. You have learned of the Iron Folk encampment at Amdan. Hermath, my friend, I was beginning to think we lost you on the Great Way. Dan embraces you warmly. It is hard to believe that we are here at last. I have read the stories of old Azanulbazar, but none could describe it in such detail. It seems fitting that this... That's so meta. I love that. The first thing he says inside the story is, I've read about this in old books before. Says he in the old book. Gotta love it. It seems fitting that this war should end where it began, don't you think? And if what I have heard is true, we will not have to sit idle for much longer. Okay.
According to my father, King Thrain intends to call the other houses to council this evening.
The sons of the other kings and lords have been invited as well, so being the grandson of the Lord of the Iron Hills, so have I. You may not be of my blood, but you are my brother, Hermath. A great battle awaits us on the morrow, and we must be prepared for it. Will you accompany me to the council? Sure. Look at Dan. Look at his little short little beard. His beard is barely longer than mine. What a stripling he is. And it's adorable. Oh, hang on. Who we got over here? Gror. Okay. Gror, father of Nan. Yep. Gror, father of Nan. So father and grandfather of Dan. So good. Interesting, of course, also you see, thinking about Dan's relationship with Thrain, right? On the one hand, Thrain is his uncle. But on the other hand, he is like way down in the line to inherit, right? So there's no sense of Dan being the heir, right? Or even a likely heir at this point. He is the juvenile offspring of the, you know, of the younger line, basically. Yes, because Gror would be Thror's younger brother, right? So still very much a family affair, but not for Dan a royal affair, exactly. All he is, you know, heir of the Lord of the Iron Hills here.
What say you, Hermath? Will you join me?
Sure. Oh, instance inside
Beyond
the
the
instance.
foothills of Xiraxigil,
I know the other one wasn't really
dwarves of the
instance.
Habanaka last glimpsed Azanul Bizarre. It lay barren and silent, but so too had it seemed to Thror when he met his end at the hands of Azog. On the eve of battle, King Thrain called the kings of the seven houses to council at Abdan.
Council of the Seven. I'm excited. Of course, this is a really fun payoff moment, right? Because in Appendix A, when we hear about this, right, that Thran, called together all 7 clans of the dwarves, we know nothing about the other 6. Like, none of the other 6 do we have almost any information about. I mean, we do now a little bit more because of the Silmarillion, but again, like especially at the time of publication, complete blank slate, right? And yet, how many dwarf clans have we now met? We've met, besides the Longbeards, the Dourhands first, the Stout Axes, the Jauruka, the wait, isn't there another one? We heard about the ones from the Red Mountains, or were those the Stout Axes originally? Yeah, like the Firehorns, and of course the other 2 from the Blue Mountains back in the first age, right, from Belagost and Nogrod. The fire beams and broad beams and yeah. Anyway, I'm
I
excited.
think we're in luck, Hermath.
It doesn't sound like it started yet, but we'd better hurry over. Yeah, let's go. Make way. Young, stropping dwarves coming through. Okay. As you take your place beside Dan, Thran begins to speak. Too long has my father's shade awaited what the morrow brings. Too long has the defilement of his body gone unanswered. Too long has the coward Azog hidden in our ancient home, his hands stained with noble blood. Who's the kicking dwarf? Glowing. I should have known. White Hood. Too long. Too long. Too long. I was wondering if I knew young Glowin must be here. Balin's got to be here too. Look at him. He's a kid. And so he sent his sons to fight in his stead. There was Komog, who fell in the halls of Gundabad, and whose skull now adorns my banner. Then there was Uro, the eldest, whose hand was severed by my son Frerin of the statue in Thorn's Hall. And then there was Bolg, who fled from battle. The line of Azog is spent. For 9 long years he has eluded us, but no longer. Such a rousing speech is worthy of a cheer. King Usk, King Jagan. I just cheered in general. I know. Hang on. Give me a minute. Who else is here? There's Owen, Groen, Farin, Fundin. It's Fundin. Oh, yeah. Balin's dad. Is that Balin? Yeah, I figured it would be in red. There's Balin standing behind his dad. Kalin. That must be Dwalin right there. Yeah. Right, Balin and Dwalin both. You got Fundin with his boys behind him. Oh, man. And then, oh yeah, there's the Iron Hill guys over here. And there's Nar with his eye patch. Okay, so who do we have here? We've got Shalim Nightcloak, King Usk, Ugun son of Usk, Jegin, There's Thorin. It's got to be Frerin, right? Yep. So you've got the whole elder line represented there. Agni the Wild. Onur, son of Agni. Drogar Bloodwhisker from the Narfanghof. Vekun, son of Velat. He's Gelruka, right? Yeah. And King Velat of the Gelruka. Okay. Who's that guy over there? Next to Nar, he's just a guard. Okay. Oh yeah, that is awesome. It's phenomenal. Anybody else have? Pipe down, Cloen. Gimli's not even born yet. Okay. Sorry, I got to cheer for Thran. I just cheered before. As the cheers fall quiet, Thran begins the ordering of the Habanaka. A great battle awaits us at Azanul Bazaar. All will be ordered as I and the other kings of the 7 houses have resolved. Drogar and Agni, you shall lead your warriors onto the slopes of Zirak-Zigil. Zirakajar is overrun, and it must be reclaimed. Velat and Usk, your warriors must cross Kibil Nala and climb the slopes of Bundushathur. If the orcs hold the warding spire, none of our movements in the dale will go beneath their notice. Jagan and Temamir shall aid the Londorum and the Narfanghof at Zirakajar. As for your keen-eyed scouts, let them learn what they might of Azog's designs. Shalim, you will send half your warriors to Atrad Zarach to bolster the Kambrada and Gelruka. The rest will assemble along the outer edges of the dale. If any orcs mean to escape our wrath, the Abnuju will slay them to the last. What of you and your kin, Thran? Who said that? Jagan. We will walk the great way proudly as our forefathers did. And we shall meet the orcs in battle from Amdan to the very gates of Khazad-dûm. My sons and I will lead the vanguard, and the sons of Farin will march beside us. Right on. Not only the sons, but the father also, says Farin. I will not sit by playing the dotard while the blades of others drink their fill. What of the Iron Hills? Is Farin Fundin's dad? Surely we will not be kept idle. Not idle, cousin, but in reserve. The Iron Folk will answer the horn calls of the others, should any part of the battle turn wrongly. And if not, will we simply sit by if victory comes without woe? That's Dan speaking, really. Gutsy, kid. Pray, cousin, when has that ever come to pass? Victory without woe? Yeah. No real fear today. Let those questions be answered on the morrow. For tonight, let us sleep while we may. For we shall not rest again until Azog is slain. Baruch Khazad, Khazad I Menu. For Thror! For Thror! As Thrain and the others prepare to take rest, Dan beckons you over. Sorry. As always, when it's snowing on screen, I can never find my cursor. It's like, that's always been true in LOTRO.
I hope my father did not think me imprudent in my concern. At the very least, I seem to have amused our elders and some of the kings.
I could tell he too was displeased that the Iron Folk would be held in reserve, but a dwarf of his station would not dare say as much. I fear we have a long day ahead of us on the morrow, my friend. Let us sleep while we might. Yeah, I think given the way that they're standing, right? You've got Farin and his sons, Groen and Fundin, and then their sons standing behind them, right? So it's all seems to be very family tree, how they're standing, pretty much. Dan, of course, is an exception to this. Like they should be like in a row, essentially. So yeah, I think that Farin is the elder there. I'm trying to remember. Now this I do have in arm's reach. My Return of the King, so I can look up Appendix A. And what are we told? Not much. Right. But enough. So yes, Farin is the same generation as Thror. He is in fact younger. He's only Farin there is only 3 years younger than Gror. The Lord of the Iron Hills over here. Right. Yeah. And of course, my memory was correct that Fundin and Groen here are the 2 sons of Farin. So Farin is the son of Borin, who is Dain the First's brother. So you've got Nain the Second, who has Dain the First, and Borin. Then Dain the First is the father of Thror. So Farin and Thror and Gror. So Farin here and Gror over here are first cousins. Which means that Thrain, who is king, but a generation down from both of them. So both Farin and Gror are the uncles of King Thrain here. No, sorry. Gror is his uncle. Farin is technically his first cousin once removed, but it's like an uncle. Which means that Fundin and Groen here, Fundin and Groen are technically, therefore, the second cousins of King Thrain, which makes all of the rest of them, Balin, Dwalin, Owen, and Gloin, all 4 of them are the third cousins of Thorin, soon to be Oakenshield. Which makes, by the way, Gimli technically the 4th cousin of Fili and Kili, if you're, keeping score at home. Now, it's interesting because there's another named dude back here, Colin, who sounds like Balin and Dwalin, but he's made up, and I don't know what his relation is meant to be. He doesn't look like he is in their generation, or he'd be standing with them. He's standing behind them, which suggests he's a generation down. Maybe it's like a son of Balin or Dwalin. It's kind of like by his position, that seems to be where he's standing. Dan, of course, is also, he's in that same generation. So Dan, this is visually so helpful. I mean, it's practically the family tree. like, put on screen here. Daen, Gloin, Owen, Dwalin, Balin, Thrain. No, sorry. And Thorin. And Dis and Frerin, right? They are all the same generation. So they're all of them third cousins to each other. So Dan and Thorin were third cousins. Dan and Balin are third cousins. Right. Okay. Got it. No, Edith, I don't want to know yet. We'll find out. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't forgetting him from the text because I didn't remember him. But I'm seeing there's a reason I didn't remember him. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. We'll move on. Oh no, it started again. Oh dear.
Ah, Hermoth. I did not sleep as
Oh, no,
well
it's
as
not.
I'd have
Okay,
liked,
fine.
but I hope you got some rest.
I'm done as all a bustle this morn, and it seems some of our cousins have already set out. I'm eager to join the battle, but I will heed King Thrain's orders. Father made certain of that. Understood. Oops, hang on. There we go. Little XP addition here. Alas, such are the disadvantages of being the grandson of the Lord of the Iron Hills. But you, my friend, I suspect you could pass among the others in this great Habanaka without a second glance, even with that hammer of yours. Okay. Oh, right, storm hammer. As we heard at the council last night, King Thrain has ordered the 7 houses to aid upon the fringes of the dale. Among them, the Landorim, the Narfanghoth, which is really interesting, and Temamir have traveled to Zirakazar on the slopes of Zirakzigil. Once it is reclaimed from the orcs, I fear they shall have to contend with the trolls we spied from afar. As for Zambrata, Gelruka, and Abnuju, they have a harder path to take. If they can break through the orcish outpost blocking the way to Tark Shathur, they intend to claim Ashmargathal and set siege to Atrad Zarak, the old warding spire of Khazad-dûm. It is far too much indeed to ask of any one of the 7 houses, but together we will triumph. By Durin's beard, Azog will not live to see the morrow. Okay. Excellent. Let's do Thunder on Zirakzigil first. What do you say, my friend? It is not that far to the northwest, but it is too far for me to go beneath the notice of my father or grandfather. Would you aid our kin and cousins at Zirakazar? Yes, I would. Okay, so I love the tactical additions, right? Because this was a major battle. This was not just like, a skirmish in the Vale. And I love this, how this builds off of some of the things that we have discovered in earlier times in our questing here. What do you say, Hermoth? The journey will be long, but hardship has not stopped us yet. Let's go. Ashmargath, though. Oh, hang on a second. All right, that's separate. Okay. Do I... how do I travel there? Oh, just go. Okay. I thought it was starting an instance. Fine. Yeah, no, I'll just go then. Shall I? Right. Oh, that's not a door. It looked like a door, but it isn't a door. No, it is not. Okay. Probably the door is going to have like a path of some sort that'll lead to it, and you'll be able to see like a way out, like as it might be over here. You have learned of the exiles' encampment at Amdan. Yes, I have. Is that the end of chapter 1? Yes, it is. Aid the dwarves of the Landorim, Narfanghoth, and Tamamir. Okay, so both of these 2 quests are chapter 2. Oh, just passed a blue stable master. Thank you. Thank you. I was not paying attention. I was reading quest text. Okay. There is a non-zero chance I will want this stable master. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, yeah, I know this is awesome. Love it. Love it. Okay. What was I just going to say? Gabel Thorku, the Great Way. All right, so we're going to go up here. Which is the deed that's bestowed? The Battle of Aznobazar. Complete the Council of the Seven. Complete the Bonds of Oak and Iron. Oh, that sounds good. Complete the Lord of Moria. Complete a Final Reckoning. Okay. Cool. Oh, okay. I remember what it was. I keep saying that Narfanghof is interesting, and I want to explain what is interesting about it. What's interesting about it is that Sindarin. That's what's interesting about it. Did I lose the path already? I guess it's still kind of right. It's all overgrown and everything, so I'm having a hard time. But they put up these obelisks to help me, and I should probably pay attention to that. Yes, let's close the giveaway. We're giving away a space token, so we can close that and draw to see who wins the space token. Am I still on the path? Hey, mind your own business. Nope. So not on the path. Look out, dear. I'm not on the path anymore. Oh yeah, there's the path. Okay, here's the path. Here we go. Up to Zerexigil. Up onto Zerexigil. Anyway. So yeah, that's Sindarin. So Hoth, the ending Hoth in Sindarin means like horde. The orcs collectively are called the Glamhoth. You may remember on when their camp is attacked by wolves in the Fellowship of the Ring, Gandalf refers to the Ngarhoth, which is like the wolf horde. Oh, bunch of orcs over here. Hey guys, I'm just gonna. Oh, you're fighting. Okay, I'll dismount then. We're more or less here, or getting close to here. Okay, you guys, you're doing great. You keep it up. I'm gonna go up this way. The dwarves of the Landorum Narfanghof, with the elvish name, and Temamir, have taken Zirakajar. I love the yellow and orange thing. It's cool. You guys really have a motif going there. Okay.
How might I be of service?
Okay, hang on. Chad just texted me back. 1 second. Yeah, it's hard to translate because it's Neo Kuzdul, so I mean they're making it up. It's very plausible Kuzdul, but it's hard to know exactly what they mean. But the one thing he pointed out is that the bottom line on that inscription over the East Gate in Moria, in the instance that I lost when I was looking at the Kirth, reads Uzbad Kazadumu, which is the same as the bottom line on the tomb of Balin, which means Lord of Moria. So, yeah. Yeah, anyway, he's still theorizing about what the rest might mean. Okay. You were at the council, yes? I saw you among the Iron Folk. Why have you come to Zirakajar? You introduce yourself to King Jagan and explain that you have come to aid the dwarves of Habanaka. King Jagan raises a single eyebrow appraisingly. Is that so? You must forgive me, but that may have been more helpful. While there were any others of my father's line still drew breath. I do not begrudge you your king's misjudgments, but the Temamir have learned to be wary. My scouts have discovered crude war drums at the orcs' encampment on Zirakzigil. Silence the drums, and perhaps the trolls might tire of hurling stones into the dale. If not, Drogar and her Narfanghoth know what is to be done. Okay. Oh, there's Stable Master, which may come in handy. Okay, I've got the other two other kings to talk to. All right, here we go. King Agni the Wild.
What?
Hail! King Agni the Wild greets you warmly, but appears distracted. I am not used to such subtle tactics, Longbeard. I expected Drogar to be more alike in mind to me and the Landorim, but she and Jagan plot a more careful climb up Zirakzigil. As long as I might take a few trophy bones of my own, I will commit the Landorim to aid them as best we can. I tire of sitting behind these walls, Longbeard. You and your iron folk surely know this pain. It is not our way, and the battle calls to us. All right. I've got to go around to the other side, I think, to find the other king. Upstairs? Whoa. No. We're just hanging out up here. Is it a nice view that you all are not looking at? Kind of is. Wrong direction. So you are looking the right way, vaguely, though you can't see anything that way, really. I see where we are. Durin Stone is down there, off to the right. Can we see Khaled Zaram from here? Ah, yes, Enduring Stone. Okay, let's not fall off. That'd be awkward. Okay. So the entrance to Khazad Doom is up that way. Gotcha. But where's the other... Oh, there she is. Over here. King Drogar Bloodwhisker.
Speak, cousin.
What tidings do you bring from Amdan, Ironfolk? You introduce yourself to King Drogar and tell her that you have come to aid the Habanaka of Zirakajar. Ha! I am sure I can find some use for you. We have made slow but steady inroads against our foes on the mountain, in no small part due to King Jagan's guidance. For one who is so young and who has lost so much, she has led her house admirably, far more admirably than some of the kings on Bundu Shathur, I would dare to say. The greatest danger facing the Habanaka are those trolls out of Moria. If they were slain, the orcs' encampment would prove little more than a poorly placed campsite, so high upon Zirakzigil. Okay, so... 2 of these 3 lords are females. Okay. All right, end scout. Okay. I basically have to do all these. I mean, I don't mind doing the quests, but I'm like trying to be disciplined. There's no disciplined subset, right? It's no like some are epic and some are regular. This is yeah. I just want to make sure. Because hang on. I probably don't have to do those, right? Yeah, it's certainly, JJ certainly does suggest they're using king for just to mean leader. Right, so Jagan is a woman as well. Okay, no, my quest here is... I'm confused. Just aid the dwarves of the Landorum. Is there a subset I can do and still move that quest along? Okay, this is the way I came in, so I need to go out the other way. All right. Okay, so I just have to do those two. So I'm just gonna stick with what it says. I'm not gonna pick up other quests. It's hard because I was told to talk to them, and they said to do things, like they clearly expressed the desire that some of these things ought to be done. You know, dude, is this a way out? What a strange sort of non-door this is. Is there another way out? Yes, there is. Okay, fine. Yeah, because I was talking to them, right, and Jaeger and the other one, Blood Whiskers, said, you know, that, like, oh, we're worried about the trolls, but she didn't give me a quest to do the trolls. So, okay. Okay. So I'm just going to ignore them. And I'm going to come up here. They're really doing a great job with these trolls. Moria troll. A Moria troll crusher, not a Moria troll crusher. That's something quite different. You've really got to put the hyphen in the right place. It's actually a really fun illustration of what happens if you don't put the hyphen in the right place. All right, so I'm scouting. Who's attacking me? Oh, the Crusher? Okay, so now I'm like drawing you off, am I? Okay. Hey, I wasn't making fun of his hyphen usage. He's doing it right. Well, at least, you know, his floating name is doing it right. He's a Moria, he's a crusher who is also a troll, specifically a troll from Moria. So he's a Moria troll crusher. That's exactly right. What's really just kind of rude is that, yeah, I feel like I don't want any of these dwarves to feel like I'm slighting them, you know, like implying that they didn't have it, right? That they need me to come in and rescue them. Because, like, they seem to be doing fine. I mean, I don't mind, but... Oh, I guess I should get this one. Yeah, I'm gonna need to. Do you notice what I just did? I just went up to, like, backstab it. Yeah. Not a burglar. Not a burglar. Okay. All right, here's Rungshakam. Oh, here we go. Defeat Moria trolls. Oh, those didn't count? Okay, destroy Orcish drums and collect trophy bones. Okay, so that's the one for each of the three. Gotcha. Okay. So it didn't translate into an immediate separate quest, but... Okay, I'm just gonna come waltzing right in here. Here, you come over here. Thanks. Yeah, stand with me over here. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. And a troll! Great. Yeah. Love it. Yeah, why not? More room for everybody. Okay, what's this? A chest. Oh, look, there's a drum right there. Is that the drum I was looking at before? I think it must have been. Okay. Oh, is there a dwarf sitting right there? Like... No, 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 no. Come up here. They're not cooperating. Stupid archers. Oh, yeah, that dwarf has the unhappy triad. You can tell by how he's holding his knee. It's always sad to see. That's a medical joke. The unhappy triad. It's a orthopedic injury. You know, like if you like tear your ACL. It's like the ACL, the MCL, and what's the third one? The patellar tendon. Just it looks like he sustained like a non-contact injury to his knee. What it looks like. Probably season-ending injury, I'm afraid. Okay. Congratulations, Sapphira. Excellent. Okay, got another... Oh. Well, come over here. Okay, we'll do 5. Oh, I got an overseer there. Here, come on. Let's take out this guy first. Totally just leveled up in the middle of that fight. Ufurzak. Uzrak. That's too many consonants in a row for me. Okay. Let's see. First things first. Let me kick up a little more XP supply. I have used a lot of those tonight. 20 of them, I think. Okay, no thank you. No, I've already participated in the war effort. I'm declining the missions. Great. Isn't there a... yeah, drum I missed. Okay, I've got... man, 4 more drums? Okay, treasure catch that has no treasure. A chest that has lots of crafting items that I will almost certainly never use. And now let's go upstairs. Let's go the other way first. You guys regen already? Oh yeah, come up and fight this troll with me. Okay. Oh, stop it with the archery. You know you only do it for attention. Okay. All right. Still need 4 trolls and 3 drums. Oh, I got some drums up here. There's another overseer. Oh, and a troll. That's good. Healed myself in midair. Okay, I got a little tense for a minute, but we did all right. Now we've just got to clear these 2 drums. And maybe like 2 trolls and everybody else. That was a lot. That was a little more than I was... initially calculating. Let's try this again. Yeah, come down here. Yeah, the 4 of you. That sounds perfect. Let's do that. Okay, 5. Fine. It's fine. What is up with this berserker? Is somebody healing him or something? Okay, no problem. Okay. And there's still a lot of dudes up there. I'm going to stand right by this archer and see if anybody else comes to join. No? Just me and this guy, huh? Okay. And your 2 drums. 1, 2. Okay, only 1 more drum. And a couple more trolls. There's another drum right over there. Okay. There we go. Now 3 trolls and I'm good. Didn't I see it? Yes, I did see a troll sitting over there on his own. Well, when I say on his own. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay. Oh, look, this guy regen. That's handy. Okay. And let's just heal up quick there. No problem. One of those and a little bit of this and maybe some of that. Oh, hey, I've got another skill. I forget about that one. Okay. Good, just 1 more and I can do it on the way out. I knew he'd be there. Let me just make sure that I'm not going to get any more quests that I need for up here. Okay. What do I get now? Raise a banner of the Habanaka of Thrain at Rung Shakam. Up there? At the high point? Am I? Yep, I'm on the right track, all right. Right? Gotta kill this guy again? There it is. Right here. Nice. Completed. Excellent. Now, where do I go? Where was my milestone again? Because I can... Although the battle on Zirigzigil is not ended, your efforts have done much to aid the dwarves of the Landorim, Narfanghof and Tamamir. Okay. That's it. I don't even have to go back. Don't have to report it. Good. Good. Now I just travel to the far other side, which means milestone. Perfect. All right. Good night, Matthias. Yeah, it's awful late for you over there. Okay. Right, I'm back down in the camp, and I can go to my friend, the stable master. Where'd he go? Stable master? Where's he at? Oh, I'm done. Looking for my other friend, the stable master. Sorry, I got turned. I thought I was in the camp up the hill. All right, yep, I'm done. The threshold. I go back through to the stable master that I almost missed before. There he is. Okay. I'm really tempted. Because... No. I'll see it. I'll ride it the first time. I want to see the veil. Oh, hang on. I think I have my... Yes, I do. Okay. So we come out here, and this time we take a right. And then we do a little zigzag. I don't even remember which steed this is I'm riding. Picked it up somewhere or other. It's got that fancy staff thing. Yeah, I do still have my wanted town services. Don't have the jug anymore, but... Alright, we still on the path? Nope, about to leave the path. Where'd the path go? Down this way? Nope, that's worse. Okay. The path is non-trivial because it's overgrown. The obelisks are a help. Now we come towards the really great way. Here's the highway. Okay, here is the main road. Nice. So that's where Thran and his people marched up. No going towards Lorien. Okay, so we're just gonna juke this way a little bit. Find this other stable master. And this way, right? Yeah. Up these stairs, across the bridge, right? Crossing over Kibilnala. That moose is doomed. What does he think he is, a mountain goat? Moose are not mountain goats, I can tell you. Moose hooves are fairly clumsy. Oh, hey, man. It's Vaco. I'm supposed to... Would you guys... I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oops. I almost got it. Fine. Anyway, as I was saying, okay, aid the dwarves of the Kambrada, Jelruka, and Abnuju at Ashmargathi. Okay. Oh, so I'm not done with traveling there yet. No, not by even a little bit.
My will is like iron, but my strength falters.
It was foolish of you to sneak up on me in enemy territory. I thought you were an orc. I rode up on horseback with all the orcs running after me. That was not sneaking. I know sneaking, and that's not sneaking. There's an orc I seek. Nope. Side quest. Not gonna do it. Also, not gonna make it across this bridge, so I would have come to a sticky end on horseback here anyway. Aha! That's the way, is it? Tell you what, I'm not gonna try to cross that rope bridge on horseback. Hey y'all, thank you. Excuse me, pardon me. I'm just gonna, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna go through here. I've got an appointment on the other side. Y'all can follow me if you want. But you better, whoa. That was rude. So was that. That was pretty much just as rude. I'm out of here. Oh, yikes. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, but I don't have to do that, do I? I think I can skip that. Because this is just how disciplined I am, you know? That's a side quest too, I think. I can't believe I just war-steeded there. What was I thinking? Wayward is going to kill the one of us. Going to kill the both of us. I'm like war-steeding through the woods on this path I can barely see. This is an adventure. Okay. So far, so good, Wayward. Doing a great job. Mm-hmm. No problem. Okay. Oh, we're in the clear now. Literally. Okay. I think we're going to make it. War-steeding was the perfect thing to do, in fact. The dwarves of the Kambrada, Jelruka, and Abujnu have claimed Ashmargathal. So I have to admit I'm a little confused by this. I am confused and very faintly disappointed, actually, with the 7 clans here. I mean, it's not that it isn't cool, because it's cool. But here's what I'm confused about. I'm confused about where are the stout axes and dour hands? That's what I'm confused about. Like, I have to admit, I was really kind of hoping there would be like dour hands that I recognized. Not that I'd remember them from when I first met them like 15 years ago, but you know what I mean? Like, aren't the dour hands one of the 7 tribes? Why are they not here? Aren't the stout axes one of the 7 tribes? Why are they not here? That's the thing I'm a little bit confused about.
We of Durin's folk will have our vengeance.
Nah, that's a side quest, man. You can't fool me. King Shalim Nightcloak.
It will take more than the court to stop the abduction.
Yes, Longbeard, you bring word to King Thran? From the King Thran? King Shalim Nightcloak looks to you. You inform King Shalim that you have come to the aid of the dwarves on Bundu Shathur. At least someone means to do it must be done then. I grow tired of these Yalruka and Kambrada. Not their warriors, mind you, but Usk and Velat. For dwarves I thought to be sworn enemies, they seem to grow closer friends with each passing hour. That is all well and good, but it seems they have forgotten there is a war to be won. The Abujnu. The Abnuju. I've been saying Abujnu, but it's Abnuju. The Abnuju have slain many orcs this day, and we will slay many more before its end. I would not leave this battle empty-handed, friend. Orc bones can make for fine trophies. That's what I hear. Word on the street says, orc bones make fine trophies. King Usk of the Kambrada.
We will never forget what was taken from us.
Yeah, JJ can be made to work. Like that there are subgroups, right? Josnake was thinking of the same thing. There can be subgroups or families within the 7 tribes. Yeah, I agree. It seemed to me like an opportunity to like bring us down memory lane and make allusions to other stories we've already done and stuff. And I was just a little bit disappointed they didn't avail themselves of that a little bit more. Because this would be like pre the betrayal of the Dour Hands, right? So that could have been kind of fun. Do some foreshadowing, that sort of thing. If King Thran means to bolster us only with a single warrior, I hope he has chosen wisely. King Usk stares you down, then chuckles to himself. I welcome any aid you would give us, Longbeard. After all, Velat and his Yalruka have spun enough tales to last 3 wars. But if we intend to rout our foes, someone must do the fighting. Ha! Among the orcs at Atrad Zarach, their smaller cousins have proven difficult to overcome. Between the bat tenders... Oh, right, the orcs who tend the bats. Okay, sorry, all of a sudden, like bat tender, I was thinking of the other word, the other usage of tender, by which I don't mean bat tenders like chicken tenders. That's not what I was thinking of either. The sudden image I had in my head was like a coal tender pulled behind a steam engine, you know? So I was imagining like bats pulling little tenders full of something. And I was like, what are the bats hauling? That doesn't make any sense. But it's also possible that they have been making bat tenders, deep fried bat tenders, which might be good, I think. And maybe that's why the Jelruk are having a problem. Too many bat tenders? I don't know. Yeah, it's all, but no, goblins who tend the bats. I'm so tracking now. It has made their crude explosives. Yeah, I was blown up just down the trail. It has made our approach much more challenging than I had hoped. Okay. Sure. We'll see about this whole bat tender thing. I haven't tried the bat tenders, so we'll see. No, not even going over to you, dude. You're a side quest. I can smell it from here. Now I know the pattern. King Velat. Now, do I know him? Is he the father of the dude with the goat horns? Is the dude with the goat horns here? Prince Ingor or whatever his name is? Okay, so the stout axes come from the Kambrada. Okay, good. Good. That's good to know.
Death to Azag.
What is this? What is this? Does King Thrain not trust us in our task? King Velat smirks. I jest, Longbeard. Between the Jalruka and the Obnojo, we have things well in hand. Oh, and I must admit that my friend Usk and his Cambrada have played a part in our success as well. Ha! Ashmargathal was an easy prize to win, but Atrad Zarach still teems with our foes. It would be far easier to look ahead without those accursed bats flitting around our heads. I have a feeling I'm going to hunt bats and possibly make bat tenders. Somebody's got to put the oil on to deep fry. Okay. Destroy armor barrels. Oh, no, that's the other one. Hang on, I'm gonna take that one right out. Scout Tarkutos, right? Yes, that's the one I want. We're going right up there now. And you are a side quest too. I now finally, I feel like I have the pattern here, and I know what to do and what not to do. It's the Warding Spire. Okay. Got it. The Cambrata are the stout axes before their enslavement in Mordor. That's good. That's good. Oops. Sorry, I just totally tried to stealth myself again. I'm having like Grifflet flashbacks or flash forwards. Okay. Okay, bats swirl around the orcs and goblins encamped at the ward spire. Oh, like this little guy? Hang on. Hold that thought, bat. A threat defanged. Defeat ward riders. Okay. And destroy provisions. Not what I was expecting. So nobody wants bat tenders? I like started the peanut oil frying for no reason? That's kind of sad. Whoa. That is one tall, chunky warg. Look at that guy. That warg is as big as an elephant. Oh yeah, I've got I've got a quest for 5 of you. I'm supposed to defeat goblins. Oh, I do. They do want the bat tenders and trophy bones. Is that a side quest? Whatever. I'll do them. They automatically spawned, so I'll just take care of that. Yeah. All right, will you follow me over here? No, don't you even. Yeah, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, I got some trophy bones. All right. I'm destroying provisions too. Are there any? What do the provisions look like? I wonder. Provisions. Oh, look at this guy over here. Can I shoot him? No. Right, you're still gonna run over and throw it on me, but oops, hit the wrong button again. Okay. I wonder what the provisions look like. Also, okay, still got 6 minutes left on my last XP boost. trying to make that guy throw his... Oh, didn't even throw it? Maybe my running about confused him. I didn't expect that to work. Okay. I'm still looking for provisions. Who's attacking me? I'm not bothering with you. Does he fry everybody else too, at least? Come on. Those guys are annoying. Okay. Okay, come down here. Oh, the Warg Riders are melee too? As if they couldn't be more annoying. All right. So yeah, no, Thorin's Gate is not established yet. That's post. That's where he goes after this, right? Okay, so how are we doing here? We still need bats. And provisions. What's up with provisions? Here, let me get this chest. Stunned by bats. Oh, would you please? That is just annoying. Don't blow me up again. Oh, come on. Darn it. Those guys. Where am I? Wow. That's incredible. Oh, there's that moose mountain goat again. Glad to see you lived. Or was it your cousin who didn't? Yeah. The Goblin Sapper's not entertaining. Okay. Now let me just see if... Was there a milestone up here that I missed? I didn't see one. It's okay. The stable master is enough. Okay. This bat counts, right? Yes. Good. That's fine. And that Warg regions too. There we go. Yes, please do get where I can get both of you in the AoE. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now I'm 3 out of 5 Warg Riders. Still haven't found a single provisions in instance. Oh boy. Let me make sure I'm fully healed. Okay. And how many goblins is that? 9. Okay. All right. Great. How are we doing now? Got okay, one more. We're 1 goblin shy. And then I can try to avoid, not that I'm going to successfully avoid the other sappers. Can I get up here? I think I can. No? Yes. Good. Because here's a bat. No, not that deer. Okay. You know, this whole thing could make me wish that Dan were a little bit less curious. I would have rather cut straight to the threshold. Oh, so he counts as a goblin and a warg rider? Nice. Okay. And there's another bat. Whew. I did it and the deer didn't even notice me. Bunch of bats. Okay. Sorry, I lost my cursor again. What's up with the hawks? All of a sudden. Excellent. Oh, good. I can skip the provisions. Nice. I'm not going down there where those sappers are anymore. Where do I have to go? Clear. Or if I stay on this side of the road, I should be fine. Once I get the banner raised, because that is the right place, right? Yes. All right, I'll stay to the outskirts here, where I'm less likely to get blown up. Hang on. Oh no, can't get over there. Oh, it's just the one bat? Oops, wrong button. I'm flying a kite now? Okay. All right, yeah. That's what happens when I hit the shift button instead of the control button. Okay. Okay. Now I have to cut through the camp again. There be sappers. I can't go up a... No. No, that's just a non-option. Okay. Jerk. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, no, you don't. If only I could target somebody. Stupid sappers. Okay. So, here's what needs to happen. Going that way? No. Yes, going that way. Very fast. Hey, Regnir. Okay. What became of Mordor in the Fourth Age? Did humans resettle? Well, yeah, we know for a fact that the Nirnhoth did. Zoom. Okay, this is progress. This is, oh, I'm right there. There's the thing. Great. Perfect. This is so worth it. So we know that the Nirnhoth settled down by Lake Nirn. Oh, right. How about that? I think all I have to do is get this guy, and then where's my cursor? There's my cursor. Yes, did it. Finish. Get out of there. Man. Yes. But we never really learn what becomes of it as far as long term, right? It's pretty clear that, I mean, I think Aragorn does say that it will be long before anyone can, like basically it's going to take a long time to cleanse it, essentially. People aren't going to be able to live there. But apart from, again, that Sauron deliberately abstained, from wrecking the land around Lake Nur, the inland sea of Nurn, because they needed to grow food. So he did. Whew. Okay. What do I do next? Not destroy orc provisions, I can tell you that. Okay. We talk to the Iron Folk messenger at the different camps? Oh, one or the other, huh? Okay. Yeah, so, well, it's not exactly that they have to terraform it, Ragnir. It's almost like the opposite, right? What Sauron did was, well, not terraform, but terra-deform, right? He terra-deformed it, and then now they're letting it heal, right? They're letting it return. They're letting the rain. Yeah, he terraformed it. Yes, exactly. Remember the Desolation of Smaug. It's like the Desolation of Smaug, except, the land hadn't been like that before Smaug moved in, and it becomes green and growing again afterwards. There's a healing process that's needed, and I don't mean like, rituals and somebody's got to, whatever. It will heal. It will just take time. And there is an indication that some of it might never, the land around Barad-dûr may never be, green and fertile again. Perhaps ever. But it would in time, but not even in Aragorn's long lifetime.
We fight on, for we must.
Lord Nain suspected you would be here, Hermoth. I am certain our cousins from the Blue Mountains and those of the East have been grateful for your aid, but I come with orders from King Thrain himself. King Thrain and his vanguard make ready to set out, and we of the Iron Folk have been commanded to rally to Kur Azan. Okay, I'm so ready to rally. Oh, back to sepia mode. Because now we're out of the first person mode. We're not Hermoth anymore. Now we're looking at Hermoth. As the battle continued on the slopes of Zirak Zigil and Bundu Shathur, I was recalled to Kura Azan. It seemed that Dayan's ruse had not gone as unnoticed as he thought. But more pressing matters were at hand. Indeed, the Iron Folk had marched forth from Amdon at last, not yet to join the battle, but to stand closer in reserve after King Thran's vanguard burst through the Orcish encampment of Kamazkala, the furthest border of Azog's would-be realm. As King Thran and his vanguard battled down the Great Way, we of the Iron Folk stood ready to answer the horn calls of our brethren. None were more eager to join the fight than Nain Orc's foe, but Gror forbade his son from following the vanguard of Khazad-dûm to Khazad-dûm. With the black mattock in hand, love it, the black mattock. Remember the dwarves of the Iron Hills in The Hobbit are described as fighting with mattocks? So, totally tracks. With the black mattock in hand and his horn at his side. The Lord of the Iron Hills knew well his duty, but if news did not soon come of victory, he would sound the horn call himself and send the full fury of the Iron Folk against Azog. Alas, in the vanguard's wake, the orcs had reassembled at Kamazkala, and yet unknown troubles were stirring at Amdan. Okay, back to first-person mode. Okay, that is, we are him again. All right. So we're mustering to the Iron Folk. Gotta talk to Dan. Hey man, what's going on? Is that Gror? No, that's Nan. That's Gror. Okay, and we're where I think we are, right? Yep, the intersection. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of the part I was hoping we really kind of skipped to, but that's all right. Hermath. Although I tried to convince my father otherwise, he insisted on sending those messengers to find you. While you were off aiding the others, there was a bit of tension in the vanguard. It seems King Thran's son Frerin and his esquire had something of an argument. Frerin and his esquire, huh? And he sent that dwarf back to Amdon on some errand. Before Thromer could return, Frerin had no choice but to set off with the vanguard. Thromer. That was the esquire's name. Okay, wait. So, Frerin, who's Thorin's brother, of course. Frerin and his esquire had an argument. So, Thromer's the esquire. They had an argument, and he sent Thromer back to Amdon. So, Frerin wants something from Amdon. But before the esquire could get back, Frerin had to go. Lord Gror has asked us to repel the orcs at Kamazkala should we be needed in the Dale, but once that's done, you should find out what has been keeping Thromer. You have to hurry up or the battle will be over. Okay. So, first, go to Kamazkala, which is just ahead, right? Right. Okay. You guys wait. I'll be right back. Let me just take care of this for you. Do you think that really is how it went down? Hemdath was like, I'm going to run on ahead of everybody. Oh no, the bunny is after me. Oh, that thing looked terrifying for a minute. It could leap about. Oh dear. Hang on. I'm not going to lie. The snow is what is making this harder than anything else because I can't find my cursor. Okay. At the very edge of Azanulbazar, the Orcish fort of Kamazkala guards the borders. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Destroy provisions? Oh, come on. Find and defeat Harak? Okay. All right. If I don't have to, I'm not gonna. Okay, we're going straight in. Who's shooting me? Oh, you are? Okay. All right, well, that's half of the orcs I needed. I've just gotten through the gates. And here's the other half. Oh, look, it's provisions. That was 9 of them, yes. Okay, so I only need 1 more. Let me wait till I'm fully healed. If I can go back after this 10, I will. Those other 2 just prove to be unnecessary side quests. Yes, I can. Then let me go back to I'm done. And I can take those off. Okay, no, you're a distracting side quest, dude. Anybody seen Thromor? Looking for Thromor. Oh, is he over there? I think I gotta go upstairs. No? Where is he? Nope. He's inside. An uneasy dwarf appears to be searching Umdan for something. Hey, Thromer. What are you looking for?
Hermoth, you must help me.
Ah, Thromer, you say. How go things with Frerin? Do you find the work illuminating? We're just making small talk. The battle's in the middle of the battle. Being Frerin's esquire is the highest honor of my life, my friend. However, I may not be able to keep this role once he finds out what has happened. Talk to me in a moment. I need to be sure no one is listening. Oh, dear.
I think we can talk safely here.
As you know, my master Frerin dealt a crippling blow to the orc chieftain Uro. Uro got away with his life, but he was 1 hand lighter that day. From that day, Uro's hand has hung from Frerin's belt, and my master has not lost a battle since. Thromer looks around again nervously, then continues in a whisper. This morn, while I was tending Frerin's armor, I noticed that the hand was gone. My master goes to war today without the luck of that grisly trophy. It's his, desiccated orc hand we're looking for? Please, Hermoth, look into this matter in my stead. If I were to do so, it would draw attention, and the others may believe Frerin has lost his luck. The morale of the entire army is at stake. Start with Strajek. He was on watch last night and may have seen something. Okay. Great. Where are we now? Wow. Way up here in the middle of nowhere. It was supposed to be my watch last night, but Tebak took over for me. Something I ate is wreaking havoc with my guts. Trust me, you don't want details. Okay. It's an embarrassing reason not to be at the Battle of Azanul-Bazar. What's everybody else's excuse? Okay, speak with Tebak? Where is he? Alright, he's just down. I think I can just walk down, actually. Though I am trying to set a personal record for how many Mithril coins I've used in, at one time. I'm pretty close, I think. I don't actually know what my record is, but I think I must have said it already. What other kind of talk can dwarves do? Hard but fair. Okay. Okay, right back in. Uh-oh, was my quest ring directing me to Thromer? Seems to be. It's going to mithril coin me like 5 feet. Nope. Definitely not. Where are we now? Okay. On the other side over there. Gotcha. Wrong quest ring. Yes, I was on Strajak's watch, but I stepped away for a moment. Come on, stop giving me the runaround. I want the story, not this useless junk. Sorry, this kind of thing really frustrates me. There was hot soup in the main tent. Oh dear. They cooked the hand, right? Just give me the narrative. Don't make me just run around for the sake of running around. I'm ashamed to say I may have been distracted. You're not going to believe me, but I'm sure that I saw a ghost. I was passing by the broken up statue when I saw something out of the corner of my eye, a flittering of fabric, white-gray like sun-bleached bones. I thought it was someone's cloak or something similar, but it vanished through the gap in the wall and was gone. I looked everywhere I could, but there was nothing to be found. Suddenly I heard a sound back at Tabak's post. It was just Tabak, however, returning with soup. I mentioned not what I saw. Okay. So I'm like continuing to proceed on faith that this is going to be cool. But my faith is waning here. Because like, this is the Battle of Azanulbazar. There's cool stuff to be... this is the wrong way. There's cool stuff to be done. Like, Thorin is somewhere cutting a tree, a limb off an oak tree. And I imagine we're going to get there. But why aren't we there yet? Frerin, like, having an opportunity to, like, get near, you know, get closer to Frerin and you know, understand, like, that's cool. I'm really glad of an opportunity to know Frerin better. So, like, the concept of this is good. But don't, like, why are we doing this in the middle of the battle? Like this, like, oh, yeah, I was eating soup and...
Welcome back, my friend.
Nothing useful, Thromer.
I wonder if some illness is spreading through the
I
camp.
wonder why they're not all in the battle. One of them is ill, you say. Yeah, that's very interesting. For my own reason for not being alert last night was exactly the same as his. Okay. Yeah, seeing a ghost. Some other explanation. Sorry, I'm all frustrated from like, there's no reason. We can't just get the story of the battle. Why are we getting the runaround? Like, okay, I'm picking up on the fact that they probably ate the hand, and that's like a little bit funny, but it's not like, it is a vastly insufficient payoff. What am I searching for clues? Come on, the battle is freaking going on right now. Oh my goodness. Okay. No, there must be clues somewhere. Yeah, no, I'm like going on interrogating why these dwarves who are not for some reason at the battle like had diarrhea last night. Like that's seriously what we need to be doing. Hi, are you my clue? Seriously, I'm going to punch somebody soon. There's nobody here to punch. Okay, for real. Like, what even the heck? What, is it in the tent? No, I can't even go in the tent. Oh, there are footprints in the mud. There's not mud, there's snow. But okay, there are footprints. I've found clues. Is that enough clues? No. Can I look at the... I can't even. I can't even. What is a mud smear? Okay, there's the mud smear. Hang on. There's a mud smear. Can I examine the mud smear? There's mud! Oh my gosh! That's so much more important than the epic third age defining battle that's happening a quarter of a mile from here while we're wasting our time with this. Why are we sleuthing? It's not the night before the battle. Yeah. Okay. No, it's fine. We're searching for more clues. That's good. That's good. Okay. Apart from the smear of mud, what else might there be? Oh, there's a fluttering of fabric. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yes, a scrap of gray-white fabric. I'm about ready to use a mithril coin to go around the corner here because I'm so impatient. Okay.
You look like you have found something.
No,
Fight
can I
on,
only tell you
for
how
we
much I
must.
wish that it were a severed hand so I could be done with it? The scrap of cloth looks like it could. Let's bring it to, you know, forensics and see what the cloaked figure. Yeah, it might be. It might be. Oh, let's talk to the tailor, who's also not at the battle. Yeah, let's do that. I wonder where the tailor is. Yeah. The tailor's right here. Oh, good. There's the tailor. Hi there, tailor.
It could have come from a cloak.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is nothing special. I totally agree. I could not possibly agree with that more. There's plenty of ripped fat. Yes. There's so many rips in it because it's ripped off. Look through. Yeah, no, I'd love to look through the sacks. That's just what I came here for. In the end, it's, what's his name? Hemdar that I'm angry at. Hemdar, your sense of proportion as an author is dreadful. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's some, no, there's just not the right color. No, we'll just have to search a different sack of clothing because I got nothing better to do. No, it's not those either. What could it be? Is there somewhere else where I could... Oh, good. There's more sacks of clothing here. That's got to be thorough. Let's look through every sack. Oh, look! One of these is torn. Oh, QED. We have solved the mystery.
The day grows short and the battles grow taller and taller.
Oh, good. Yeah, I can follow this right up. That's good. We have a strong lead to take us to the heart of this pointless mystery. Okay. He's like over here somewhere or something. Hello? Person who's also not at the battle. No, you're not the person not at the battle that I'm looking for. You're not the person not at the battle that I'm looking for either. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Oh, man, we're just tracing this right back to its source. Okay. Yeah, now I'll return with this gripping news. Back to Thromer. Yeah, no, it's a good thing we're not missing the battle for this, Thromer.
Welcome back, my friend.
I bring very unimportant news. Yeah, I have almost meaningless news for you.
Shalun? I should have known.
That scamp Shalun. Yeah, not be the first time he's disrespected Frerin. No, no. Yeah. Well, it's okay. Hermath is going to come with him. Thromer, can you do me a favor? When you get there, can you beat Hermath about the head and neck a little bit, please?
Let us confront this thief.
He really
As the battle of
deserves to be
Arzan
thrashed
Ulduzar
for his authorial
on the
choices.
slopes of Ziraxigil and Bundeshathor, King Thrain and his vanguard prepared to assault the gates of Khazad-dûm.
Where I
Yet,
wish I was.
unbeknownst to the dwarves of the Habanaka, there was unrest at Amdan.
Yeah, I can tell you where there's unrest. Yeah, there sure is unrest. Because you know where
There
I'm
he is,
not?
my friend. Let's see what Shalun has to say.
The battle is continuing on the slopes of Ziraxigil and Bundeshathor, and King Thrain and his vanguard are assaulting the gates of Khazad-dûm, and that's where we're not. But meanwhile, let's see what Shalun has to say for himself. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm not raising eyebrows appraisingly. Yeah, what do you have to say for yourself, Shalun? Okay. Can we just beat it out of him, or you've shed more blood for... Nobody is shedding blood for Thran right now. We should all be up there shedding blood for Than. Okay. Thief, burglar parallel. I'm grasping at a way to make this interesting. You took my Master Freren's trophy. By the way, your rationale of that is really weak. The Hand of Uro. Ha. Uh-huh. It is as much my trophy as it is his. Okay. What is he, Zhelruka?
I know not of what he speaks. Perhaps he will talk to you, Hermath.
Great. Tell us a whole irrelevant story, please, while the Battle of Azanobazar's going on over there.
I am no thief. Will you hear my tale?
No. Yes, but no. As long as you keep that one away from me. It's not him you gotta worry about, man. I mean, I want to pummel you till you talk faster. When Frerin challenged Uro, I was atop a nearby hill. Okay, we got a story at least. Even I must admit that Frerin fought bravely, but Uro soon overpowered him. Okay. As Uro loomed above Frerin, I let loose a great cry and ran down to meet him in battle. Okay, great. You know what would be great? The story that's happening, right? Uro was distracted for but a moment, but it was enough. Just as Uro turned and raised his sword against me, the hand that wielded it was severed by Frerin's axe. Even so, Uro's blade sank deep into my thigh as it fell. That sounds like a you problem. Wounded, Uro fled, and Frerin and I collapsed beside each other. All right, Uro is one of the sons of Azog. Frerin was borne up on the shields of his kinsfolk and hailed as a hero. As for me, I lay forgotten on the ground, my blood seeping into the cold mud of Elderslade. She didn't get out of the way of a falling weapon. We had defeated Uro together, or so I thought. Had I not attacked when I did, it would have meant Frerin's death. Okay. But no, he didn't offer me even one word of thanks. Okay. That's a little rude. You old fool, do you not see? A victory for one dwarf is a victory for us all. Yes. Frerin left me in the mud to die. Does that sound like victory to you? Well, we do get the dwarves holding grudges thing. What then? Would you risk Frerin's life to settle this score? You would risk the entire vanguard to soothe your petty bitterness. I see this whole thing as a moral test, which I'm failing. Frerin should not need some magic orc hand to win his battles. Even you don't believe that. He shouldn't need magic orc hands. Confess. Uro's hand bears no enchantment. It brings us hope, and that's all. But by stealing it away, you have robbed Frerin, robbed all of us of that hope. Isn't that right, Hermath? Yes. We've all been robbed of something. Yeah, I agree with Thromer. So the lesson for Durin is to be wary of vengeance, which is why I shouldn't try to take vengeance on anybody for submitting me to this quest line. After a long moment, Shallan produces Uro's hand. He's got the hand all along? And that I didn't at all need to hear about dwarves having diarrhea? It turns out, in fact, to be irrelevant?
Right, I swear it.
Okay. Yes, let's return the hand to Frerin. No, we have no time to waste at all. Efficiency. That's what we're all about. Okay. All right, well, that's a relief. So there's Shallan and Thromer. Hey, did you guys know there was a battle happening? Oh my goodness. Who knew? Oh, gosh, that almost makes you feel bad for this long conversation and investigation we had to do. Okay, where's anybody? Is there anybody interesting up here? Moria or warriors? No, I don't think we got any other named characters here first. Okay, Shallan.
Vengeance for Thror.
The vanguard is in retreat. We must find Frerin. And of course, the thing is, like, you know, the dramatic tension through all of this is that we know Frerin's going to die. So is this presumably going to be part of the, like, what, no vengeance lesson? The real battle is the friends we met along the way. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. We got still it. Okay. Going over to these guys next. Great. Okay. I assume down here next. Oh, good. Where are we going? Okay. Where's Freren? Okay, so like this is a little bit tedious too. I mean, it's way less tedious than, at least I feel like we're contributing, you know, we're kind of being a part of the battle here. Now at least I feel like, at least like Thorin is gonna cut a branch from an oak tree and I'm gonna miss it. I know there wasn't really any chance I was gonna miss it, but still, it's like, what are we here for? I like the idea of a Freren-oriented quest line so that we can, you know, kind of be closer to the tragedy of Freren's death. The corpse of Fundin. Oh no. You discover Fundin, slain in the woods. Felled by orcish arrows, Fundin seemingly met his end defending the vanguard's retreat. Because we're headed towards the... towards Khelidzarim, yeah.
What tidings do you bring?
Fundin was a friend of my master's. From the looks of it, he was far from the only dwarf who fell in the vanguard's retreat. I fear for Master Freren, but I also fear for King Thrain and what remains of his vanguard. Thromer glances at the ground, his eyes pausing at a few spots. There are many tracks leading to the southeast, and not all of them were made by dwarves. If the orcs are in pursuit, we must aid the king and our kinsfolk before it is too late. Towards Durin Stone, huh? I assume in the direction all those mobs are? Okay. Where are you guys going? Okay. We're gonna get them all this time, right? Good. Okay, good. Somebody shooting me? Who's shooting me? Oh, that guy. Where are we going now? Towards the stone. Oh, there's the stone. We're at Durin Stone. Okay. It would have been kind of interesting if Fundin had been killed, like at the base of Durin Stone, which is where Balin gets killed, right? King Thran, are you all right? What has happened? It's Callan, Farin, and Thran. Azog did not answer at the gates, so we pried them loose. But it was a trap. His orcs encircled us and drove us back into the woods. So many fell in the retreat, even my son Frerin. And we missed it. See? See? It was Uro. Thorin, he drew Uro off. Where is my son? We better find Thorin, because he might be needing a oaken branch at some point. You know, soonish. Even if you could stand, I would not let you, my king. You must keep off that leg. Anything wrong with Thrain's leg?
No, we are too late. What have I done?
I could answer that question, but I'm going to be a good boy. To lose a son is a pain no father should bear, not once, and certainly not twice. Let's rescue Thorin. I will do what I might. I will find and protect your son, King Thrain. I swear it. Yeah, let's find Thorin. Oh, there's glowing up there. Follow me, Hermath. I have something to return to Uro. And there's glowing. You're doing great, glowing. Yeah, I recognize this terrain now. Okay, where are we going next? Maybe getting the orcs that are shooting me. Sure, let's do that. Alright, we're looking for Thorin. There's Balin! Fighting right near where he's going to get shot by an orc later. I mean, you know, I hate to be so spoiler heavy about that, but it's on my mind because we just, you know, did the Chamber of Mizarble. Okay, and there's Owen. There's Thorin! Right near what is presumably an orc tree. Is this... Did you just shatter his shield, Uro, one hand? I think you did. Didn't I kill you already, Greybeard? Ah, where did you find that, you little rat? What does he got, like a club? Strapped to his wrist, he does. You want this grubbly old hand? Not unless you take it from me, Uro. So this is Uro, son of Azog here. Leave this one to me. Help Thorin. Okay. Hey, Thorin. How can I help? You lost your shield, huh? There you go. Yeah, just chop that branch right off. There you go. That'll work. Despite his injuries, Thorin has risen and hewn an oak branch from a nearby tree. You have my thanks, but I did not see you in the vanguard. Did my father send for you? Yeah, I was occupied. As Thorin tries to catch his breath, you explain that you came on another errand, but chose to aid the vanguard when you discovered what had befallen them. If you and your Jelruka friend had not arrived when you did, things may have gone differently. I am not defeated yet, though, and Uro must pay for slaying my brother. Uro slew my brother. He will not get away, not this time. Let us help your friend and put an end to Uro. As Thorin makes for Uro even more, the orcs rush onto the field. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, hey, Dwellin. Oh, there's Shelyn. Leave him, Uro, or losing another hand will be the least of your troubles. Still got some fight in you, eh? I'll take your head. I feel a little bad. I don't want to, like... you know... feel like I'm kill stealing heal, but it's okay. Thorin and I will team up on him. That'd be great. Oh, he's got 1.2 million hit points. Well, fortunately, Thorin has like plenty, apparently. A wild blow from Uro knocks you to the ground and you black out. Oh dear. As you regain your bearings, you find Thorin and Uro still in heated battle. Okay, so I have to steal his kill after all. Take him, Thorin, take him! You got it. Yes, avenge your brother. Ah, you whacked him with your oaken shield, huh? Sputtering with rage, Uro falls defeated and succumbs to Thorin's blows with the oaken shield. We have done it, but I don't even know your names, my friends. You introduce yourself in Shallan. Amidst the battle around you, Thorin smiles slightly. You have my thanks, Hermath, and you also, Shallan. Your deeds this day will not be forgotten among the Gelruka, nor shall they be among the Longbeards, that I promise you. Stay with Shallan, Hermath. His eyes grow dark, and the comfort of a friend would do his spirit well. As for me, I... have other... Who's this? Bolg! What have you done, Reekbeards? I'll have your... What? Can I attack you? Horn of Gror! The Iron Folk have come at last! Hey, hey! Here's Dan. There's Nan. That was cool. The Bolg appearance was cool. Yes, cousin. Hermath, is that you? Shallan coughs and blood dribbles from his lip. Is Uro slain? What of the Longbeard Prince? You tell Shallan that Thorin slew Uro and survived. Shallan smiles weakly. I told Thromer I would make it right, didn't I? Stay with me a moment, which means travel now, huh? Okay. I'm not saying I wish death on him. I'm just saying I wish I'd have been here sooner. Okay. So there's Dan. There's Thromor. There's King Thrain. There's Thorin with his oaken shield.
I misjudged him. Shalun, I mean. My master is lost, but the king and Thorin live because of his sacrifice.
Thromer lets out a sorrowful sigh. The Iron Folk have come at last. I only hope it is not too late. Look at that. I'm gonna have to, like, stop accelerating my XP pretty soon. Talk to Dan.
Hermath, I thought you were lost. Are you all right?
Dude, I can't even. Grandfather Gror was right to sound his horn call when he did. If we had waited any longer, no matter. Uro is slain? That is no small feat, my friend, and all the better for us. When Bolg fled the field, my father and his guard pursued him toward the gates of Khazad-dûm. Many of the Iron Folk battle on the field here at Durin Stone, but if ever there was a chance to slay Azog, the time has come. Before we set out, order as many of our kin as you can to rally to the great gates. There is no time to waste. Okay, these are... No, right. Festival, etc. Okay. Oh man, you can tell this is like the area of grief. It's snowing everywhere else but here. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm just going around and rallying those 6 particular dwarves. Excuse me, could I trouble you to join? Oh, hang on. Be right there. Excuse me, if you're not busy, I'd like to rally you in that direction. Thank you very much. Okay, could you please point me to the next rallyable dwarf? These guys aren't... No, we don't need you. We don't need you. Great. If you wouldn't mind rallying. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Great. They're all rallying here. Okay. Now if I could... There we go. Yes, I'd like to rally you in that direction. Thank you for your cooperation. I know Griffith's goal would be to, like, perform this rallying without ever actually killing a single orc, but Wiccan is just not burglarious. Wait, what did he say? He just said something. But that was not nearly the last of the orcs I felled at Azanobazar? Oh, because I completed the orc deed or something? Or the slayer deed? Anyway, don't know. Okay. Great. Here we go. Okay, let's say I need a rallying cry. If you don't go up there right now, I'm going to make you go back to camp and investigate things. Okay, how about that? That worked. Okay, here we go. Last guy. You got two choices, man. You can either go up towards the gate or you can stay here and tell me about your bowel problems. Excellent choice. Okay. Talk to Dan. Great. Can do.
We Iron Folk have turned the tide. Azog's doom is at hand.
At hand. It is time, Hermoth. My father leads our people to the gates of Moria. Let the coward answer at last for what he has done. We are in need of the final. We need it in the final charge, my friend. The Lord of Moria. Okay.
Swiftly now, my friend.
Finally. Here we go.
For a fearful moment, it seemed as if the Battle of Azanulbizar had turned against King Thrain and the Habanakar. But as the horn call of Gror sounded, Nain and the dwarves of the Iron Hills charged forth at last.
Okay, we're right at the gates now. Here we are at last. Owing to his wounds, King Thrain and his guard. So, I'm surprised he's wounded in the leg. He should have gotten his eye put out. I mean, maybe he'll get his eye put out also. But But I'm surprised he got a leg wound, not a head wound. Anyway, King Thran and his guard were forced to remain behind at Durin's Stone, but his son Thorin has come to aid us. In so short a time he has made a name for himself by wielding that oak branch, the Oaken Shield they call him. Anyway, maybe it'll catch on. Ever since Bolg fled our arrival at Durin's Stone, my father Nan has pursued him. Now all the way to the gates of Khazad-dûm. When we catch him, he will fare no better than his other brothers, or his father for that matter. It's time. Let us join the final attack. Okay, Thorin, Dan, and me. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Got another black arrow here. Right, can we bring in a couple of them here? Maybe that Defiler too. Yeah. Oh, that Defiler's keeping out of it. Okay. Can we stop fighting these guys one at a time? Come on, guys, join in. It's more fun with the whole family. There we go. See how much more efficient that is, guys? Okay, here, let's do him too. I can't target him, and I don't know where my cursor is. Okay. Here we go. Where's Nan? Here, let's really start the party. Oh, yeah. Here we go. I'll look up the stairs. Okay. How about you guys get that one, and I'll get the other three. Good. Good teamwork. Here we go. There's Nan. And Bolg. Atop the stairs, you find Nan Orcsfoe and his warriors prepared to confront Bolg. You've made your point, Beggarbeard. If you know what's good for you, you'll count your trophies and go. You take one more step forward and I'll slay the lot of you. That seems statistically unlikely. I have a sinking feeling Bolg's gonna escape. Something tells me. Uh-oh. Bolg escaped. Too fearful to answer Nan's challenge, Bolg flees back into Khazad-dûm. Okay, who else is here? Anybody? No? Just guards. You know the thing I'm a little bit disappointed about? I was expecting to meet some of the veterans, the ones in the order whose like clubhouse we're reading the books in. I thought we'd meet them, like the Mr. Helmbiter, and the rest of them. I kind of thought we'd run into them somewhere here during the battle, but we haven't. I'm a little bit disappointed by that.
Let us see if this coward has found his spine.
See what the line of Azog has been reduced to? I am glad to see you here at the end of this war, Hermath. I trust you and my son have slain your fair share of orcs. Nain glances into the shadows beyond the gates of Khazad-dûm, gripping his mattock tightly. We have waited long enough for our vengeance. Let us see if this coward has found his spine. Azog, let the would-be Lord of Moria come forth if he dares. There, see, there is the door again. The black emptiness of the door of Moria. Or are our games too rough for you? We have played enough with your sons. Now take your turn. Here he comes. Enough. Must I answer every scrounger who comes to call? Must I brand you too? Here you go. Excellent. Father, no! With a sickening crack, Nan's good. His neck snaps. Phenomenal. I mean, I'm really excited that they got it right. Like, they did it just right. Breaking his neck with a blow of his sword. The last of Azog's bodyguard falls dead. Dayan rushes forth. Azog! I'm calling out to you in a very large font. And he pursues him in. Nice! And kills him right on the threshold where he can see in through that door. But see, again, it's that threshold. It's the doorway. Dayan stands over Azog's broken body, and with a swift slice, he beheads the orc. Now, come on, show us, like, the shadow of the Balrog through the door. Thror is avenged. Dan's face is fraught with sorrow as he glances to where his father lies, slain, outside Khazad-dûm. Alas, there is one more thing to be done. Wait here, my friend. Without another word, Dan turns and walks toward the threshold into Khazad-dûm. There is another thing to be done in the sense that, like, it's... Yeah, come on, what do you see? Are we gone? Dan disappears into the shadows. So he looks in. He crosses over the threshold. He alone has been past the threshold of Moria? Okay. I'm waiting. Look at the symbols. The crown and the anvil on the doors. And the orc scrawl on top of them. Dan runs out of the shadows of Khazad-dûm, his face gray with unknowable fear. Nice. I was kind of hoping we would like just see like a little Balrog, hint of Balrog, but it's fine. It's fine. This is good. As you approach Dan, he appears to hardly notice you. After a moment, he opens his mouth as if to say something, but remains silent. Yeah. Dan remains silent. Okay. We're on the final stage here. Let's do another drawing. We didn't do another LOTRO one, right? Let's do another LOTRO points draw. And then when I finish the interlude, we'll take another break. Dan says nothing, his face still pale and etched with unease. Okay. Talk to Dan, he's right there. Oh. Do you still have two eyes? You do. Why do you have two eyes? It is done. Azog is slain, and the shade of my father might at last find peace. King Thrain looks about Muru Azog, noting the countless dead orcs arrayed before the gates of Moria. Once the gates of Khazad-dûm are free of this orcish filth, there will be time to consider where next our path leads. May the name Azog be forgotten to the orcs. Okay. Where's Hermoth? So I can punch him in the face. Okay, Hermoth. Hermoth Stormhammer. Hermoth Non Sequitur. And so Azog was slain, crushed beneath the boots of Dan and beheaded. A fitting fate. But something had troubled my friend ever since he passed beyond the gates of Khazad-dûm, and I dared not ask what it was. The battle was not yet ended after all, nor would it be until every last orc was banished from Azanulbazar. Before the pass leading to the gates of Khazad-dûm, the survivors of the confrontation against Azog gathered anew. After the slaying of Azog, they had withdrawn from the encampment, anticipating another assault from the orcs, who still dwelt within Khazad-dûm. With them they bore away the head of Azog, and the body of Nayan Orc's foe. Indeed, Nayan's mail collar had withstood Azog's blow, but the same could not be said for his neck. It snapped, and by all accounts Nayan had died in an instant. Little comfort was this to Dan, who had remained silent ever since he ventured beyond the great gates. Even so, the head of Azog was the prize King Thrain had sought ever since Nar brought word of Thror's death to the exiles at Zudrugund, and it had been won. Left nearly halt after Uro wounded him at Durin Stone, King Thrain knelt among his guard, but his eyes would not be turned from Khazad-dûm, his mysteriously plural eyes. Azog is slain, and the Iron Foot has taken his head. The orcs should know the battle is turned against them. Remember, he's called Iron Foot because he puts his foot on Azog's head, like on his neck. And yet some of Azog's own clan still cling to their meager holdings outside the great gates. It cannot stand. Slay these, Ufurzrak, and drive the rest of his ilk back beyond the gates of Khazad-dûm. Azanulbazar will be ours. Okay. Investigate the gates of Khazad-dûm. Defeat Ufurzrak. Thrug-hai at Muru Azog. Okay. Great, so I'm just supposed to go up there then? Oh, right. Yeah, here we are. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got to kill you're a Thrug-hai. Okay, these guard dudes. And I've got some, oh yeah. No, those are side quests. I'm not even going to go there. Okay. I got to kill, how many Thrug-hai? 4 of them and 10 others. Right, that should be doable. Oh, here, can you come down here? It's like a, yeah, there we go. That's just what I was looking for. Okay, that's one of each. Okay. That's up to what, 4? No, one of them didn't count. Oh, sorry. That's a random scholars one. Okay. Why don't you just come up here? We'll do this. Great. Okay. Okay, I got 7 of those other ones now. Okay. That was 2 of him. And that's 9. Okay. So where are the other? So yes, Hattermoth really has very little sense of artistic proportion. First, he tells me that while the Vanguard was assaulting the gates, you know, he goes off on this whole, like, pointless forensic mission. And then, so, like, first he's like, I, you know, am playing this, like, pointless and unimportant part, not participating in the battle. And then afterwards, he tries to convince me that no, actually, I was I single-handedly charged, you know, the gates, and all by myself took on everybody, and that's just how it went. Come on, target the guy in front of me, would you please? Okay. I'm not saying I necessarily disbelieve him. It's just like, you know, the narrative. There are flaws. That's all I'm saying. There are flaws. There are perceptible flaws in the narrative. Okay, now I've just got my last two Thrug high up here. And you. Okay. Now all I have to do is investigate the gates. And I'm almost there. Well, I'm not going to get past that guy. But I could probably get past that. Black arrow over there. If I stay to this side. Let's see what we got. Can I get past him? Yeah, but maybe not all of them. Okay. All right. Okay. If I just stay to one side, I should only have to take out half of these guys. Okay, fine. I'm going to have to take out the two of them at once. I'll save my healing for that. And my stunner. All right, we are just about there. Before the gates of Khazad-dûm, crows pick at Azog's remains. That's it. But I already knew that. I mean, I didn't technically know about the crows, but did that add a whole lot to the sum of our knowledge? But you're not going to let me mithril coin back to him? Well, okay. Zoom. Then I'm going to kite the entire camp back to you. Here we go, Dan. Look at that. They're all going to come. None of them are turning back? Really? Not at all. Okay. Worth it. I'm back, Thran. Oh, hang on, I gotta get that guy. They were fairly persistent. Okay. And then the brave Hermath ran off like a coward, leading a band of orcs directly to where the wounded king was encamped. Yeah. It all worked out, though, didn't it? At last, Azog is slain, and those of his kin who survived have been driven back into Khazad-dûm. More or less. Alas, we have borne many losses of our own. For 9 years I desired only to avenge my father Thror, and now that is done. Young Dan took Azog's head in retribution, and now I would see it set upon a stake as a warning to Bolg and to all those who would dare to challenge the Longbeards, nay, any of the dwarves of the Seven Houses. Let us return to the gates of Khazad-dûm, son of the Iron Hills. Okay. Let us go.
And so the battle of the Azan-ul-Bizar was ended. Although Azog and some 10,000 of his kin lay dead, battle had exacted a heavy toll on the dwarves of the Habanakah. Yet in the mind of King Thrain, the 6th war of the dwarves and orcs was not yet finished.
It's time for what? I thank you for helping me up these stairs. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. No problem. Mr. Mysteriously Binocular Dwarf. But not even this accursed leg wound will keep me from my duty. That's like a parody of my favorite line that we're not going to be able to deliver now. My favorite line, the reason I keep emphasizing this is I love the line when the other dwarves, when, Thrain says, and Khazad-dûm is ours. And the other dwarves say, even with one eye, you should see more clearly. I love that line. And we're not going to get that line because he's got 2 eyes. Wouldn't work at all. Azog sealed his fate the moment he slew my father Thror. This shall be a fitting end for him, I think. I would see to this myself, Ironfoot. What is he holding? Is it the head of Azog? That he's holding like a lollipop? Yes, it is. Father Thror, you are avenged. King Thrain, someone approaches. Oh, it's Thorin, right. It's Nar. Nar, why have you come, my friend? It appears Nar has quietly followed you to the gates of Khazad-dûm. I noticed that too. Nar says nothing. His face is stern, but it does little to mask the tears dried upon his cheeks. Why aren't like Balin and Glóin and Dwalin here? Oh, he puts, yeah, good, the coins. The debt is paid. Without another word, Nar leaves. I was wondering about that. Nar is right. Among all my Habanaka, all among my Habanaka have earned a night's rest, but far too many of our kin and cousins shall not wake again. Let Khazad-dûm bear witness to their deeds, both great and small, and so we shall not return to Amdûn tonight. Durin himself shall watch over us. As the cold winter's night wore on, the dwarves of Habanaka huddled in the dark, but there would be no songs, nor any great speeches or feasts. Those who had survived dreamt dark dreams as they slept among the dead. Although they did not yet know it, many of the wounded would not wake again. As dawn breaks, you discover a great gathering of survivors at Durin Stone. Okay, now we're going to have our debate. And they're going to not say my favorite line because he's got 2 eyes. Among the survivors, you discover the kings of the 7 houses gathered in council. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta listen. Azanul Bazaar was hard won, but it is ours at last. And now no enemy stands between our people and Khazad-dûm. What are they going to say instead? Even with 1 leg, you should see clearer. The war is over, heir of Durin. You may lack 1 eye, but you still have a second with which to see as much. What? What happened to his eye? It was fine yesterday. We fought to avenge Thror, yes? He is avenged, and ravens pick clean the head of Azog. Indeed, the cup of victory is ours. I assume we're going to end with the burning of the bodies, right? But it is too heavy for our hands to grip, and its draught is bitter. This is victory. Our hands are too weak to hold it. Khazad-dûm was the house of your fathers, not ours. Who's that, Shalom? What should we care to face what lies within? Whatever riches it once held were lost long ago. I am the last of my line, and our dead are beyond counting. How would you pay their wereguilds, Longbeard? Dragons stole your wealth long ago. A sore point. Would you have us pluck it from their hoards? Actually, his son would. Let us be done with this. It is time we return to our own lands. Yeah, maybe he experienced some kind of domestic accident overnight. Well then, what of you, my kin? Do you also mean to abandon me? Tell him, Dan. We are faithful to you, King Thrain. But know this, Khazad-dûm, though near, lies beyond our grasp. And why is that, Ironfoot? I like how he keeps calling him his new sobriquet. After a moment, the eyes of all the dwarves turned to Dan.
Oh, Hermoth, I wish I did not have to speak of it.
But I will say what I must. For I have seen what lies within its shadows. Oh, okay, we are going to get a little taste. Hermoth going to embellish a little bit. Okay.
I crossed the threshold, and the first hall laid before me.
It lay. I don't know what it laid. It is ended. Oh, this is you remembering yourself. Thror is avenged and Azog is slain. Haunt this place no longer, lest you share his fate. Already he's quite calling out to Bolg, basically, right? Of Bolg and the other surviving orcs, I found no sign. So I crept down the stairs of the first hall and found the lower halls on fire. The music has changed. Somewhat distressingly. But then a sound echoed out of the darkness. Something horrid, beyond orc or troll, as if flame itself was given voice. And a distant glimmer grew out of the gloom as it came forth. You got a glimmer in the gloom, did you, Dan? Something which almost, but yet did not quite look winged, came through the flames towards me. Wow, man, those wings look so realistic. Okay, it's getting a little more than just glimmery. Did you see that which haunts your darkest dreams? Yeah. Balrogs do get cosmetic slots too. It's only fair, you're right. Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell me, Dan? Durin's Bane! And it is beyond your skill or the skill of any here to vanquish such a foe. Probably true. It would be better to face Smaug himself than such a terror. Also true. A day shall come when our people walk Khazad-dûm once more, but it is not this day. Seriously? We're pulling out, but it's not this day? It will take a power great indeed, and a world changed before we tread again within its halls. Also true. We will not enter Khazad-dûm, neither will you, King Thrain. As Dan finishes his tale, King Thrain sighs and murmurs rise among the dwarves. Hey, calm down, everybody. As the dwarves again fall silent, King Thrain turns to Thorin. What say you, Oakenshield? Are you gonna go back to mining? Be not silent. I would hear your word in this as well. All have heard the songs of Khazad-dûm's fall. Even with the full strength of all the houses, taking it would cost more than we would care to spend. Alone, it would be easier to pluck the stars from Kheled Zaram. Interesting parallel. No, Dan speaks aright. If we mean to take back our home, then let that home be the Lonely Mountain. As the other kings of the seven houses nod in agreement, King Thrain falls silent. At first, King Thrain says nothing. You see the irony here? Right? He's like, so, given that we have two different homelands that have significant monsters living within them, let's choose the dragon-infested one instead of the Balrog-infested one. And the whole context of this is about going to the third homeland that they've lost, which also now has a dragon in it too. Okay, straighten your beard. Enough blood has been shed at Azanulbazar. Thror has taken his place at the forge of the first crafter. Let us honor our dead and be gone from this place. But the tombs, how shall we make them tombs? And so it was decided that the dwarves would depart Azanulbazar. But before they did so, they took the arms and mail from their dead. Yeah, so that the orcs don't take them. Too many were slain to entomb, and against their custom they turned instead to fire. The dwarves felled every tree in the dale until Azanul Bazaar lay barren. There they built great pyres upon which to burn their dead. Oh man, in LOTRO proportions, it's going to be like 500 feet tall. And so honored were the Marazran, the burned dwarves of Azanul Bazaar. Am I going to see the fire? Oh yeah, yes we are. Oh man, yes, look at all the pyres. Nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and close the. So we're on a LOTRO points one. So one last chance to enter LOTRO, and then we'll close it up in like 30 seconds or something. We're not asking Camp Freelander's staff to reenact this. Like, they practically did last. I mean, not the whole valley, but kind of looked like it might have been. At last our work is done, but it rings hollow, my friend. Many were lost in the fighting, but even now the dale itself lies barren and lifeless. I weep for my father Nan. I wish he knew how soon victory would come after he fell. Along with the rest of our kin, he too will be burned, but he will remain in my mind as the proud dwarf he was. Our friends and cousins mourn their losses, and I would not leave them to grieve alone. I have paid my respects to each of them. I am certain they would welcome any words of comfort from you as well, Hermoth. Once that is done, I'm sure they would. Once that is done, you ought to talk to Thorin. I believe we need only await King Thran before this grim task is finished. Oh, nice. Okay, I love the go around and pay your respects like this, just like the outside the gates of Minas Tirith after the Battle of Pelennor Field. Love that. April, congratulations. Okay. King Jagan. It will take many years to recover what was lost, but you have my thanks, Longbeard. I thought like they might start burning after we talk to them. King Shalim. I thank you. We have lost many, but it was not in vain. So these are like the royal pyres here. King Onur. My father Agni would not have had it any other way. Agni died. It's Ugun of the Cambrada. I mourn the loss of my father Usk, a curse upon the orcs. I kind of was afraid of this since they were a couple of them who prominently had sons there. I was afraid they weren't going to make it. Vekun of the Jelruka. Oh, yeah. Father Velat fell in the fighting, but he is a hero among the Jelruka. So Vekun. He must be the father of the other dude. The annoying prince who is kind of uppity. Too many of our flames have been extinguished, but I thank you. That's King Drogar. Okay, and now Thorin. Where's Thorin? I see Glowin. Oh, right. I was looking around the perimeter and missed the ramp on this side.
What tidings do you bring?
I think we are ready to light the final pyres. Although I am not certain as to his reasons, I believe my father has gone down to Kheled Zaram. We all mourn in our own ways, I suppose, so perhaps he seeks the wisdom of the first crafter. Alas, this duty is his alone. Would you go find him and tell him that we are prepared? Okay. Thin ice, man. You don't go all the way out to the edge of the ice when the lake's not totally frozen. I thought he was sitting with his feet in the water for a second. He gazes into Khaled Zaram. Yes. King Thoran appears lost in thought, his gaze fixed upon the dark waters of Khaled Zaram. You tell him the final pyres are prepared, and that Thorin has sent for him. So be it. Even without the others, I had hoped that Khazad-dûm might still be won. But even I cannot ignore such dire portents. The stars have gone, Hermoth. I was noticing that. I thought it might... Durin's crown has fallen into darkness. Yeah, that's a little weird. Khazad-dûm is lost. Well, yeah, but, I mean, for now... I have been long enough in my thoughts, friend. Let us return. Can we return a little faster? It did not seem so far when I walked down here. Yeah, it's kind of a ways. Can we run? Maybe? Go on, Hermoth. I'll tell my son I'll be... He's coming! Slowly! Already he's limping from his eye wound. Yeah.
We fight on, for we must.
But where is my father? You explained that King Thran sent you to inform Thorin that he would arrive shortly. You know, limping. He is as stubborn as ever, I see. We will wait then. You and Thorin wait for a time until finally King Thran begins to shuffle up the ramp to the central pyre. There he is! It appears King Thran has returned to the pyres at last. Oh, good. Farin lived. Groen lived. Gror lived. I am sorry for my delay, my son. I had need to look to Khaled Zaram, and the stars gave their answer. As King Thran prepares to order the lighting of the pyres, he calls to you. It is time we honored our fallen as best we can. We have stripped them of their mail, taken their weapons, and now we give their bodies to the flame. Bolg and the orcs will never make trophies of them. To burn the dead is not the way of our people, but it must be done, and we must hold those we lost dear to our heart and memory. Let us honor them together. Dwarves, kin, cousins, here before the eyes of Durin we honor our dead. Let us send the lords and kings of the seven houses to the forge of the first crafter. May their valor and their sacrifices never be forgotten. By your torch, Hermoth. Really? You're going to let, Dan's random friend be the one to light the... Okay. Good, we're all contributing. As smoke rises into the night sky above the dale, Dan looks to you.
My heart is heavy, friend. I wish it hadn't come to this.
Okay. Let us hope the burned are never forgotten. They mustn't be. I don't think they will be. Something tells me. Oh man, we're still going. Although I wish it had gone elsewise, the war is ended. Too many were the omens that followed the death of Azog, and I must heed them. You fought admirably, Hermoth, as did many of our kin, but they are now Marasuran, burned dwarves, and we remain to reckon with our fortunes, both good and ill. I hold hope that Khazad-dûm will yet be ours once more, but such a prize will not be easily won. So, you notice what's really important here? Just reflecting on this. When Thrain was arguing to go in and seize Khazad-dûm, that Khazad-dûm is theirs, he's wearing the ring. He's wearing Durin's ring of power, which means that presumably the way in which it corrupts the dwarves with greed and desire for wealth is working upon him. So him actually being convinced to and agreeing to turn away from seizing Moria is kind of a big deal.
It will soon be time to return to the Iron Hills, my friend. I, for one, will be glad to leave this place behind.
I have no comment on that, Dan. Okay, Hermoth.
Well met.
And so the pyres burned away, and so the ashen dale of Azanul-Bazar was abandoned. Although none beheld them at the battle's end, we later learned the elves of the Golden Wood had borne witness to our deeds, spying the smoke from afar as it rose into the sky above the dale. As King Thrain had named them at Durin's stone, the Marazaran, the burned dwarves, came to occupy a place of great honor and reverence among Durin's folk. Long after, among each of the 7 houses, all a dwarf needed to say about his ancestor was, he was Marasrun, and it would elicit grave nods and murmurs of respect. In time, the other houses departed back to their homes, bearing the burdens of the arms and armor collected from their dead. As for the Iron folk, we too departed, making the long journey back to Yarnfast. Dain became the Lord of Iron Hills in all but title. For Gror had become lost in his sorrows, surviving his father, brothers, and now his son alike, with not one among them whose bones he could honor. Last of all, King Thrain and the exiles departed. They were few now and weary, having lost much and won little in the war, but south they went along the Great Way, until at last they returned to Zudrugund. The 6th war of the dwarves and orcs was ended, the cost too great, the prize too small to hold. All right. No, not going to do the Reflections quest.
Have you come to check on me, Hermoth?
No. What are these, dailies? It's a raid? Okay. Back we go. Boom. Okay. Whew. We finished the interlude. And all I have to say is I'm just really, really glad we figured out what happened to the desiccated hand. And also that those dwarves who experienced bowel complaints, that it wasn't really serious in the end. Okay. Well, that was about 45 minutes longer than I expected it to be. So, I mean, that is the ending, the epilogue there. So let us take a break. We're coming towards the end here. We're at 12 hours into the marathon. I think I want to keep going a little bit because I want to get it set up for the next stage. Clearly, the actual invasion of Gundabad is what we're going to do next time for Wiggins' next marathon. But I want to go back and do the, what have we learned from this? I'm supposed to report all this back to Durin. So I think I'm going to do that. And I did achieve my goal, which was to do, those early chapters and then to do the interlude. So yeah, I'll do the first couple quests of the next thing, and then we'll just to get it set up to like, what was it, 5.2 or something, when it's going to be time to go do something or whatever. But I know that if I stop right now and then I come back in a year and I like turn the question to Durin and he's like, yes, tell me what you learned, I'm going to be like, what I learned, I've forgotten it all. So I mean, there are some things I will certainly not forget about the Battle of Azanul Bazaar, but I'm gonna. But so I want to bring this plot line here to closure, and then. But it probably is not going to be long. We'll just do a short little thing afterwards. All right. So let's take a break first, and then we'll come back. We'll do another giveaway, and we'll polish things up. All right. I'm gonna stop the stream again, but I'll be back in like 10 minutes. All right. Thanks very much.